everyone, it's Reagan and whoa, it's bright, and welcome to the start of another vlog. So this is not a weekend reading vlog. I am actually going to attempt let me close these blinds. So I'm actually very excited about this video because this is not a typical weekend reading vlog. I'm actually going to attempt a 24 hours of reading as much as I can vlog, which I know you guys have been requesting. This was actually an accident in terms of filming and timing. I came home from work yesterday with the full intention of filming a full weekend vlog, but then I felt really under the weather, so I ended up just taking the night off, and then I woke up feeling much better, and now I have all of Saturday and all of Sunday, so I figured, let's just try. Let's see how much I can read in the next 24, 30 hours until the weekend ends. So let's document. Matilda's here doing some weird stuff. So it's currently Saturday. I don't really have anything planned really today. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. I woke up late, slept in because I wasn't feeling well. And then I did a bunch of filming, which is now done. And the only thing I have planned is for later tonight with Clay, we're going to the movies. He's currently at work and then going to a birthday party. So I'm just honestly taking it easy and hopefully reading a whole bunch of stuff. So let's chat about the books, shall we? So the first book I'm gonna chat about is kind of, well, I have straight up 10 pages of White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout left, so I need to finish this. So this is like my first thing I'm gonna read. It shouldn't take long at all. I'm really enjoying it a lot, so I'll read whatever's left of this and let you know what that is. But then my main priority for this time period is House of Salt and Sorrows. This is a new release. Let me flip you around. That I believe is a fairy tale retelling of the 12 dancing princesses, but it's like eerie and dark and set on the ocean, which really appeals to me. It sounds super atmospheric. Also, when reading reviews, the reviews are pretty strong and positive, but the negative things some people have said are actually like positive things for me, which I think is interesting. Do any of you guys have like buzzwords like that? Obviously reviews are like super subjective. Some people like stuff that other people don't like, etc. So sometimes when I read a review and people say something as a negative, it's actually a positive for me. And particularly with this book, it's that it's a slow burn. Like it takes a while for things to kind of happen, which I personally like, especially in eerie atmospheric books. I love the anticipation and kind of like getting my grounds, like understanding what's going on. So I am actually really excited about this. I'm hoping it's super entertaining and I just read it all in one sitting, all in one day. And then from there, I think I might pick up Harry Potter, the third book, or Keeper of the Lost City, something that I just know I'm gonna just fly through and really, really like. And I feel like both of those books would be great options, but I'm trying to read a newer release first as primary for this readathon. So those are my plans. Like I said, it's like 1:35 right now. I'm actually gonna run out, pick up something to eat for lunch because I haven't eaten anything today. And then I'm gonna come back, eat lunch, and then start reading, put like The Amazing Race on as like background noise, hide my phone far away from me so I can't get distracted by it, and just try to read as much as I can until Clay comes back. And then we'll go to the movies, and then I'll read more tonight, stay up as late as I can tomorrow. You see how this is all going, you know what I mean? Anyway, hopefully I don't fail miserably and this turns out great, but I just wanted to check in, give you guys the intro to the vlog, but I'm gonna go pick up a sandwich because that sounds delicious. All right, I've gotten my sandwich. I'm back home. And probably the most New York thing about me is I go to this sandwich place so often and I get the same thing, that the guys that make the sandwiches know me and they go, oh hey, same thing, and I go, yep, that'd be great. And I'm a regular and they know my order. Maybe that means I eat too many turkey sandwiches, but you know, what can a girl do? But I'm gonna eat this now, put some Amazing Race on, and then I'm gonna start reading and I'll keep you posted as I start to make some progress. I have finished lunch, so I'm now going to watch The Amazing Race, as you can hear by the theme music, and quickly finish White Hot Kiss, and then I'll let you know how many pages this actually is once I finish, but I'm gonna do that right now. Great news! I finished my first book of my 24-hour readathon. Granted, it was only 30 pages, but hey, I finished it. That's actually officially the third book I've read so far this month, which I'm really jazzed about. But that means I can start The House of Salt and Sorrow, which I'm going to do right now. Actually, I'm gonna make a cup of coffee first because I haven't had any coffee today. and I really need some. So I'm gonna make some coffee and then I'm gonna pick up this book. I'm actually really excited, as I said, for all those reasons I've already chatted about. So let's see how this goes, everyone. Delicious coffee, come to me. Hi friends, I am checking in. I have a quick reading update. I've read 40 pages of House of Salt and Sorrows. So far, so good. I've also read like a total of 75 pages so far today. Not really killing it, but I'm about to like do some serious sprinting right now, so I should definitely hopefully have like 150 pages read soon. That being said, I'm really liking this book. It's just my kind of story. We're in a manor house on this island. It's dreary and drab. There's all these sisters. It's a wealthy family. They're close. There's a new stepmother, and you know, their sisters keep mysteriously dying in ways they don't know, and there was a recent death that seems all the more mysterious. So the main character we follow, I think, is Annalise, I want to say her name is. I should probably know that. There's just a lot of girl names thrown around all the time. But anyway though, I'm really liking it. I'm not quite sure like if this is going to have any type of fantastical element to it yet anyway, but we shall see. I'm gonna put some music on right now, pause The Amazing Race so I can focus fully on reading. That being said, I'm happy I've read 75 pages so far. I definitely think I can get to like 300 or something this afternoon, so I just need to focus. And then I have all day tomorrow too, which I feel like will be my stronger day anyway. And the only thing I'm doing tomorrow is I actually do need to go all the way up to the Upper East Side to take some photos. But other than that, I don't really have anything planned. Now I'm rambling. I'm gonna read and hang out with Matilda. So let's get to it. Hi everyone, Matilda's here. I'm here and I'm in with my reading update for the House of Salt and Sorrows. I'm past the 100-page mark of this book and I'm flying through it. It's absolutely full of all the atmosphere that I could have possibly wanted. The sisterly relationship, it has elements of spookiness. In fact, very spooky. There was just a ball, everyone wore beautiful clothing, and I don't know, I just love the dynamic of the story so far. There's a bit of family drama. The time period is vague, but maybe like 1800s. It's a fantasy setting or like a different world, but that's what I would kind of attribute it to. The stepmother, there's some tension between the stepmother and all the sisters because in this island nation, girls can inherit. So the oldest daughter, even though the stepmother perhaps is pregnant with the son, her son wouldn't inherit, the oldest daughter would. So there's some tension about that. And there's also this curse. The town like doesn't trust this family anymore because 4 of the sisters have died, including the mother. So people are like, they're cursed. Their curse is, you know, contagious. I don't know. And there's some spooky stuff going around the house. I'm loving it. Again, so much atmosphere. I could read, I honestly think like a book set by the sea is just like always one of my favorite options out there. So yeah, I'm happy to say I've read, you know, as much as I have so far. I have about an hour-ish before I have to go to the movies. So I'm gonna try to get to page 200 and then I'll have read 230 pages this afternoon. I started this readathon, full transparency, around 2, read slowly for like a couple hours there, but I have been picking up the pace. Obviously I still have all day tomorrow. So my goal all in all is just to try to read one as much as I can, finish this whole book and start another one. Maybe try to read upwards of over 500 pages, which is normally how much I read in a weekend. So being able to put that in 2 days and maybe read more, which would be great. I'm obviously on track. So the best thing I can do right now is just get back to reading and keep going. But I did want to give you an update and just say that I'm really liking this book so far. So it's also, to me, like a really fast read. Like slow burn in that you're just kind of like watching these people live, but fast burn because you're like anticipating stuff to happen. You know what I mean? But that's that. I'm gonna go now because I'm gonna keep reading. So, toodles. Matilda getting her good naps in. I mean, honestly, girlfriend is just living her best life. Hi everyone, Clay just got home and we actually have to leave soon for the movie, but I wanted to check in and say I have passed the 200-page mark of this book. I'm really liking it. More to it than last time. So I mentioned like a supernatural element to it, but there's also like a fantastical element kind of making its way through, and like a murder mystery on top of it all. There's like so many things that are totally capturing my interest. I feel like I'll have no problem finishing it. I read 200 pages so fast, and then I got really distracted because I had a spark of inspiration, if you will, about where I could fit more books in my life. So I'm gonna show you. So I've been spending the last 20 minutes doing this instead of reading, and now I need to go to the movies. But I'm always looking for places that I can throw more books on. So yeah, I follow a blogger on Instagram, like a bookish blogger, and she had like, you know, books kind of set like this in our house with like the neutral pages facing outward, and I really liked it. So I totally decided to copy. And yeah, I don't know, we have this shelf above the bed that's always did nothing on it, and I was like, I could fit a lot of books up there. So that's where we're at in this life. I literally have now just put books everywhere I can. Books here, and then there's books up here, not as many, above my desk. Obviously books on the bookshelf, and this is kind of the aftermath. I need to fit all those in. And then I have books here. So, you know, just books literally everywhere I could put them. Oh wait, and books there. So, lots of books. And we're back. And we're home from the movie. What do you think? We saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I would say some parts were cool and interesting, very Quentin Tarantino-esque. Some choice, Clay and I were talking about this though. There were some choices that were made that were both felt like very unnecessary and like very problematic.
Yeah, there's some bizarre choices in there.
Like, and most of them were just like unnecessary to the plot almost. Like everything that he maybe wanted to happen in that movie didn't need those choices. I like that Clay's eating a peach, but didn't need those choices that he made. I don't know. But we're home now. We're gonna watch some Fargo. We're watching Fargo season 3, one show that is incredible. And I'm also have my book with me. As I said, I got to page 200 before we left for the movie, and I'm definitely gonna read more tonight, hopefully getting to page 300, and then I'll have read 330 pages this afternoon through this evening, which I think is pretty good. Like, I know if I didn't go to the movies, I obviously could have read more, but I am still trying to have a bit of a weekend. And I'm hoping to read more tomorrow, and my overall goal is to read like 600 to 700 pages. So if I read 330 pages tonight, then I definitely think it's very achievable for me to read the rest tomorrow because I did all my filming today. But I'm gonna sign off now. Clay and I are gonna watch some Fargo, then I'm gonna do some reading. Fargo watching is over. Now let's see how late I can stay up reading. I mean, I'm a chicken and a wimp, and my body is scheduled to fall asleep at early hours to stay in line with my work schedule, but I'm gonna try my hardest. So let's just get to it, and I'll keep you posted. But I'm trying to read like 30 or 40 pages before I inevitably know I'm gonna fall asleep. But I'm gonna try my best. Good morning, everyone. I'm fresh out of sleep. And I've immediately woken up and taken myself to the bedroom to start reading. I was able to read about 50 pages last night before I fell asleep, which I think was pretty good. So I've read about 285 pages so far this readathon. Definitely not as far as I would like to be, given that the readathon started 12 hours ago. But luckily I have all day today. I do need to run an errand in the city with Clay to take some images for Instagram and stuff, but other than that, I really do feel like I can get a lot of reading done. And regardless, you know, any reading I get done, like, I'll be proud of. So as long as I can just try my best, do my best, and not be too hard on myself, I'll be pleased. And then if I epic fail, like if I can't read the 600 pages today that I really wanted to, I'll try again, you know? We'll give it another shot some other time. But yeah, and hopefully, I mean, I know there's some other people that can read way more than 600 pages in 24 hours. And sometimes I'm that person, sometimes I'm not, but you know, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get to reading. I am really liking this book. One of the reasons why I actually stopped reading last night was because it scared me. Like, I got to a point where I was getting scared, and Clay had already like went to bed, and it was late, and it was getting eerie, and I was like, my heart was starting to pound. So That was fun. This book has some like eerie moments, some like dark and eerie moments. But I'm gonna get to reading now. I'm gonna make some coffee, but then I do need to get ready to go into the city. Luckily it's a long train ride, so I do plan to bring my book with me, but to reading. Great news, I've read over 100 pages of my book this morning. I am so close to being done, but Clay and I are actually gonna head out for our Upper West Side adventure. We're gonna head up to Central Park to take some pictures, get lunch in the Upper West Side area, and then we'll come back and I will do a bunch of reading at home. Again, I will also do some reading on the train, but we just wanted to do this morning. We should be leaving any minute. It's like a little before 11. This is what I'm wearing. I think it's very cute, if I do say so myself. Very summery, very swishy. And it's actually a really nice day outside, so we're looking forward to walking around the park for a bit and enjoying our Sunday. And then I'm gonna come back and do all the reading. I already feel like I am doing a bit of the reading. Almost read 400 pages, so trucking along there. And I should definitely be able to finish my book on the train, hopefully, if I'm able to get a seat. But we shall see, but we're gonna head out now to the park. In Central Park.
Me or Jojo?
We came to the Belvedere Castle, Central Park. Turtle Pond is over yonder. I just showed you guys. Such a nice day in New York City today. I just performed a quick change in the park, like a pro. We're walking to the Upper East Side now to get lunch. So, should be tasty. Oh, yeah. Our kind of food. Hi everyone, we are home, and as I mentioned in Central Park, I changed. So I'm gonna show you my new outfit. I'm now giving you guys Victoriana, Little House on the Prairie realness, you know, my brand. It's Little House on the Prairie. We are back from our Upper West, Upper East, and Central Park adventure. We basically started on the Upper West, walked across the park, got lunch in the Upper East, and then took the train all the way back to Brooklyn. It was a really nice day. Like, it's kind of hot in the sun, but in the shade it's actually beautiful. So we had a really lovely time strolling around the park. We took some Instagrams that we needed to take and just like enjoyed the late morning, early afternoon. But we're home now, and I'm also excited to give you guys a reading update because through all my transit I actually finished my book, House of Salt and Sorrows, and I really enjoyed it. It was good. I, again, really loved the sister relationships, all of the mystery. It was definitely very eerie. I got scared a lot of the times reading it, and I thought it had a really good central like drama, and so many things were propelling it forward. There were some issues with it, I guess I could say. There was some insta love, and I feel like the end like wrapped up really fast, but I was thoroughly entertained and I read it really quickly. Obviously I read it in less than 24 hours, so I would say overall I'm pleased. I would say probably like a 3.75 out of 5 stars. Very, very entertaining, and I'm curious if there'll be like, not necessarily a direct sequel, but a spin-off perhaps, following like another sister. But all in all, this book is exactly 400 pages long. So that's awesome. And then I read another 35 pages. So I've read 435 pages so far, which I'm really pleased with. And now that I'm back home, I'm gonna put some music on and I'm gonna start Keeper of the Lost Cities Flashback as my 3rd book. I can't believe I've already read 4 books this month so far. I'm like actually killing it a little bit in my own personal way, like my own personal goal and speed. But yeah, I picked this book for a couple reasons. 1, I'm really excited to read it. 2, I should be able to read it really quickly. Anytime I ever pick up one of these books, I just read it so fast. So I really feel like this is the perfect book to perhaps read another 300 to 400 pages today, but we shall see. I am gonna get started. I might change into like a t-shirt out of a dress and just sit on the couch and get to reading. So I'll keep you posted, but I just wanted to let you know I finished my book. I really enjoyed it. I really loved the setting and everything. It was so dramatic, very entertaining. A few little issues with the end and perhaps some of the like ultimate character, you know, plot lines, But for the most part, I really liked it. So, yay. But now it's time to move on to my next book. Hi everyone, I am freshly laundered, showered, and I've actually already read 50 pages Cube for the Lost Cities, but I'm gonna sit down right now and read some more. Clay is playing Madden. What's new on this Sunday?
I was like such a loser.
You are allowed to relax how you'd like, Clayton. But I am going to try to read a chunk of the book right now whilst reading, and then I think Clay and I are gonna run some errands, do some cleaning around the house and stuff, but definitely gonna be doing my best to read as much as I can. Hi everyone, great news. I have another reading update for you. Happy to say I'm just absolutely killing the game today. I have passed the 160 page mark of Keep of the Lost Cities Lashback. This book is so long, as you can see, but I'm really, really liking this book a lot. Obviously, I love this series. I'm on book 7, so I'm not surprised that I'm falling in love with it, but I don't know, each one I just immediately fall into. I love the characters so much, and I just love like the interactions between everyone. Just, I don't know. There's always something new that each book brings, and then the mystery keeps growing and expanding. I honestly have no idea how many books there's going to be in this series. I feel like it's gotta be like 10 or more, but we shall see. I read that 160 pages so fast, which also means I've read 500, almost 600 pages so far these past 2 days, which I'm really, 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 really happy about. I definitely think I'm gonna be able to read much more tonight. It's like 5:20 right now or something like that. Clay and I are gonna hang out and play a little bit of Call of Duty. And then we are gonna go like run some errands, pick up some dinner, but for the most part we're just kind of hanging tight tonight. I definitely will read more. I don't know, I just love the friendship so much in this series and all the cute little like, there's like romance, but it's not really romance, it's mostly just people like flirting, but mostly just being confused about having emotions, romantic emotions for other people, and I don't know, it's just adorable. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a check-in, let you know I've read 160 pages and I'm making really solid progress through this book, and I'm making really solid progress through my little challenge of a readathon. But yeah, just wanted to give you an update. We are back. We're putting on some Bravo because we picked up dinner. We got Cava, which is delicious Mediterranean. So we're gonna watch some Southern Charm, and then I'm gonna get back to reading. Will she get the confidence to jump? Come on, Millie, you can do it. You can do it. Oh, she did it. Alrighty, so we finished dinner and I actually did a bit more reading. Where is my book? I've passed the 200 page mark, which is really exciting. So that means I have read over 600 pages, 635 pages to be exact. But I've come into the bedroom and I'm going to continue reading. I've decided to separate myself from my computer and my phone to get as much reading as I possibly can done. I also got myself chocolate because I like to bribe myself. And I'm just gonna keep trucking along. I'm obviously trying to read to page at least 700 pages in this period of time, so we shall see if I'm able to accomplish that, but there's only one way to do so. It is to start reading, which I'm going to do right now with Matilda, so I will check in. Hi friends, just wanted to check in with an update. I've read another 60 pages of this book and I am just flying through it, which is absolutely no surprise. But yeah, I'm liking it so much. It has a bit of a, I don't want to use the word slower start, but I actually like it because it is slower. Like there isn't a bunch of action off the bat. Like there is, but there's like less, I guess, than some of the previous books, but it kind of resets the characters a bit and you kind of get close to them all over again, and they're also kind of exploring more emotional aspects of the story, which I appreciate. On top of that, there's elements of training, which is cool, but lots of like reflection as well, which I think is important because so much stuff has happened in the last like, you know, 6 books, so it's important, I think, that the characters reflect and like face some of their demons, if you will, internally. But yeah, they always, Shannon Mester always comes up with such interesting problems, and the problems are often rooted in like reality and emotion, and can really, like, while they're magical in origin, can really be tied back to like a real human problem as well, which I think is cool and important and nice. Like, it can be hard to read sometimes, but like I enjoy that all aspects of these stories tend to be rooted in human reality as well. But yeah, I'm really liking it, flying through it, almost on page 300, so that's really exciting. I'm actually really pleased. I know this isn't probably like the most incredible feat of reading you guys have ever seen in a vlog before, but I'm personally really proud of myself. Reading over 700 pages in a little over 24 hours is something I haven't done in a long while, so I'm really pleased, and I think I'll even be able to read a little more than that, so I'm gonna just keep trucking along. But I just wanted to give you an update, just let you know I'm really loving my book so much, having a nice Sunday night, and I'm just basically killing the reading game, so you know, all of those things. Just having a good snuggle fest with Matilda. Oh hi. She hates me, but she has to take my love anyway. Great news though, everyone. I have officially passed the 300 page mark of my book. So I've officially read over 700 pages, more than actually, because 400 plus like 306, which is what I'm on now, plus 35 is 742 pages so far this weekend, or 2 days, which I'm really thrilled about. I definitely will read more tonight. Clay and I are actually gonna watch some Fargo right now, but then I'll read more. Maybe I'll get to page 800. I read this book so fast, so it's very possible. Separate, I'm really sad because this book is like falling apart. I must have gotten like a bad copy. I didn't check under the dust jacket, but look at the hardcover. You know, it's like peeling. Does that make sense? Can you tell? And like, even like, look at this, it's like caved in. Like, what happened here? What are your mysteries, novel? Like, who did this to you? Who hurt you? But yeah, again, loving this book. There's still downtime, which I'm really liking. I think it's important, and I think it's allowing for a lot of great character development, because the last couple books have been so action, go, 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 so much action, which is super entertaining. But I really like that this book is spending so much time in the upfront to kind of catch us up on like the emotional state of a lot of these different characters and kind of develop some relationships. Also focusing in on a few characters to allow them to have growth. This cast of characters is so big, sometimes they're kind of jumping from person to person, which I don't mind, but I do appreciate that the author is kind of honing in on some of the more original characters and kind of seeing where they're at and level setting like everything in the book. But yeah, I'm loving it so much. This book is super long. It's like 850 pages, but I've read 300 in one day so far, so I'm definitely making my way through. And the 8th book comes out this fall. I should probably pre-order that. But anyway, I am so excited. So that's all I got. Matilda, guess who passed the 350 page mark? Me. And we are watching Fargo now. Hi everyone, and welcome to the end of the vlog, the few days later, if I'm being honest. But I did want to pop in and recap everything I was able to read for my personal mini, little bit longer than 24-hour readathon. All in all though, I'm actually really pleased with the amount of books I was able to read, well, and pages. I completed 2 books. One, I had like 35 pages left, but whatever, still counts. And I got a really good chunk of the way through another really long book. But let's quickly chat through page counts. So the first thing I read was the last 35 pages of White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Chat about this book a lot in this video earlier. Entertaining, really liked it. We'll continue on with this series. From there, I picked up and read the entirety of House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. Very entertaining novel, loved the atmosphere, the sister elements. It was a little rushed, but I enjoyed it overall. Thought it was really entertaining, and I liked that it was a retelling of 12 Dancing Princesses. This total book, I think, is like exactly 400 pages. Yep. So when I completed this, I read 435 total pages. And then from there, everyone, I was able to read a whopping 407 pages of Keeper of the Lost Cities Flashback by Shannon Messenger. This is the 7th book in this series. I'm obsessed with it. Not already, because I'm like halfway through, but it is so good, so entertaining. I've loved every book in this series so far. I've liked that this one has really kind of focused on characters. I feel like we're getting a lot of character development in the first half of this book at least, so I'm really liking it. But all in all, that means I read a total of 842 pages, which I think is really good, especially considering I read most of that on Sunday. So I don't know, I'm really pleased. I'm proud of myself. I'm now only officially 2 books behind on my Goodreads goal, which is like very catch-upable. So I can't believe I've like caught it. I just assumed I would be behind by 5 books for the entirety of the year. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you soon with another one soon. Goodbye.